I'm Jo Murray, I'm the Victorian Market Manager. Being involved in such a historic landmark of Inverness is quite a privilege, actually. I think the Victorian Market is very well known to so many people within Inverness, the local residents and visitors and tourists that come and visit Inverness. I've been working for the Highland Council as Victorian Market Manager since 2017. So to be part of this transformational development of the Victorian Market at this time is, to me, a privilege. It's taking the market to a new level for the 21st century. The Queensgate and the arcade sections have remained open throughout the development and still do so. Within those sections, they are fully occupied by independent businesses offering everything from meat, fish, vegetables to flowers, having your shoes repaired, to very fine jewellery. Whole selection of eclectic independent businesses. So the development started in the first UK lockdown at the beginning of 2020, and we took the opportunity while everybody was hibernating to demolish what was in the Market Hall area. So we removed all of the existing units and we started to fix the building and repair it. Considering it's a Victorian building, it's over 150 years old, it needed a lot of care and attention. So it was the perfect opportunity to address all these long-term problems. And we are now in the construction phase of the development, where part of the units have been installed and our central area has been created for communal seating. When we started demolition, we were intrigued to see if we would find anything under the floor or behind any walls. The main thing we found was a small message from a mason who'd worked on the building in the last major development, a chap called J.T. Thompson, who was a mason from Shetland. And we found a little message that he left in a vodka bottle under the floor. We didn't find anything more than some interesting bottles, but we found lots of messages that people had left behind walls and on shop fit to say that they'd been here. So we've photographed all of these things to keep them as a record. Working with specialist contractors has been important for this development, given the age of the building and the nature of the businesses within. So we have engaged 360 Architecture as our architects on the development, as they have previous experience of developing markets around the country. And the construction company, which is WGC, have got plenty of experience of creating buildings such as this. So we have got the perfect design team on board. Coronavirus obviously has had an impact on both the development and the trade of the rest of the Victorian market. It's been a challenging time for everybody, for the whole country, and our independent businesses are no different. It's been a challenge for them. On the development side, the pandemic enabled us a little bit to get some work done behind the scenes, but it has thrown up its own problems with delivery times and material availability. But it hasn't stopped us on our programme of development, and we aim to open around about early summertime this year. But the Queensgate and arcade tenants are still operating, they're still open for business, and they would be welcome to see you in. They've supported a lot of the local community through the lockdown periods of the pandemic by supplying local produce like fish, meat, vegetables, and that's been a real boon for the local community. The original design for the development of Market Hall was always to create a more open feel to this space. Previously, the layout was a little bit confusing for visitors. and it was a little bit dark and gloomy. But what we wanted to create from the very beginning was something that was much more bright, open and appealing to families, our tourists, our visitors. And they are more used to seeing something of this style with a more open style continental market, which offers lots of different variety of food and drink and all that the Highlands have to offer. So we hope to create that type of continental early evening experience that we haven't had in the past. This redevelopment within the city centre is quite key, and it ties in very neatly with the castle development and the streetscape and the wider vision for the development of Inverness. It's widely recognised through our stakeholder group and the supporters for the project that any development we do here will attract business and will attract investment into both the market and the surrounding city streets. So we see this as the start point of development for the whole of the city centre, which ties in with everything else that is planned around us. We're very much looking for food and drink businesses that showcase the best of the Highlands. We've got some fantastic product out there, and it'd be lovely to showcase an element of everything that the Highlands have to offer here in the city centre. We've designed the units to be such a size that it is attractive for smaller local businesses for them to be affordable for them, and the design of it makes it open and welcoming for any visitor coming to the market. To apply to come into the new market hall as one of our new tenants, just visit the Highland Council website. There are links there that will take you to the application page. It will give you full letting particulars and a unique design guide that we've written for new tenants, which gives them an indication of how we've come to the design decisions we have, with the hope that they'll tie in their shop fit with the whole ambience of the market hall design. So we have 15 units in total that are available, and we have 5 that are under offer currently. We are in negotiation with those tenants, and we offer a closed bid system for applications, and all of the details are available on the Highland Council website. The Queensgate section and the arcade section have remained open throughout the development, and they will continue to operate until we open the market hall in the summer. In the arcade section, we have a whole variety of jewellers, a couple of cafes that you can visit. We've got barbers, tourist gifts, some great local artisan gifts, local sweeties, homemade chocolates, a whole variety of offerings in the arcade. And in Queensgate, again, fully occupied by independent traders, where you'll find everything from shoe repairs to flowers, and your fresh fruit, vegetables, meat and fish.
I'm Sarah Mackenzie, and we're Trick-Quarter Crafts, and it's myself and my mum that have the shop, and we sell Scottish local crafters' works, and then lots from different Scottish island crafters, and then some from all over Scotland as well. Oh, we're so excited. First of all, it means the market will be open at night. I think having the live music and lots of local eateries will just bring a lot more people and a lot more locals to the market. And we're just hoping it will increase the footfall throughout the whole day, but also really improve the summer trade as well.
We expect the development to be completed early summertime 2022. We're creating a communal space that is an environment for families to come and experience. And given that the country is recovering from the pandemic and we've all missed each other in those social occasions, we're creating a venue that will hopefully attract our families to come in and meet your friends and family, and enjoy the space and the experience of being right in the city centre, surrounded by local food and drink. The roofs within the Victorian Market are Victorian steel structures, and they have been created into a photographic feature just by the nature of their design. Lots and lots of people like to take photographs of the roof, and it does enhance the space. So the key design principle of the hall development was to make sure that the roof that we have here was exposed and visible, because it's so attractive and it brings in an awful lot of light. The original design was a little bit enclosed and dark and gloomy, and it was difficult to get a full view of the ceiling and the roof structure. The way we've designed it now, it's much more open and you can fully see it, and it looks a bit more Instagrammable. We will open with some events. We've created enough space to have some entertainment within the hall, which is a nice departure from what we did before. And we have a time capsule, which we'll be installing in the floor. The things that we've found and some information about the current traders that are here. There's so many changes have gone on within the market throughout history that we need to recognise all of those changes and memorialise what's happened today.